Today I just feel like talking about drama. Just drama. Just scandals. And the most recent drama or it was a fly. Our good old boy Richie from Social Repossession. So Richie got himself into some hot water the other day. He made a parody of basically Corpse Husband's like whole existence. And people were not too kind or too fond of that. Um and the main person who like made it well known that like they did not like what Richie did was another, would I call him a drama channel? His name is Nibbler or something. I have no idea who this man is. I've never heard of him before. I've been following Richie for years, but I have no idea who the guy who came for Richie was. Never knew that man existed until Richie made a a response video to what Nibbler was talking about. Now, I'm not here to defend Richie by any means, not at all, because the man can fend for himself, number one. It's just that what I am here is to give my opinion, just like he gave his opinion on Corpse, and Nibbler gave his opinion on Richie. Child, I'm here to give my opinion on all three of them, and I'm gonna tell you right now, it's some bullshit. That's exactly what it is. It's some bullshit. So he just made a video like basically breaking down who Corpse was, but the main focus of the video was how all of Corpse's songs tend to have like the same motif or melody, if you will. And jokingly, of course, like he wasn't really too serious, and that's the reason why I had to put my 2 cents on it, is because Richie has been doing stuff like this for years. That's what his channel is. Like he makes parodies and like pokes fun at stuff. It's never meant to be taken seriously, but somehow everybody always takes him seriously. And it just made no sense to me as of why was it such a big deal for him to make a joke about the way that someone's music is, which I can kind of agree with Richie. Like a lot of Corpse's music does tend to have the same motif, but that's not even like just Corpse. That's what like most musicians nowadays, everybody tends to have the same motif and their songs kind of sound the same, which is another reason why I don't really listen to the radio anymore or mainstream media music, or what are they? It's a specific name that they have, pop culture. That is the reason why I don't really care for like pop culture anymore. Is because a lot of these artists tend to sound the same. A lot of them sound the same, number one, and then they kind of release the same music, just with different lyrics, but you can kind of hear the similarities within all of their songs. Like for instance, like with Megan Thee Stallion and DaBaby, like those rappers, like I used to listen to their music when they first came out, like the first year or something, and I just noticed, I was like, every song tends to kind of sound the same. It's just that the only difference is the lyrics. They go to hate comments, they go to dislikes right there. I don't care. That's just my opinion, and I am allowed to have it just like everyone else. That is just what I feel. That's what I see with my own eyes, is that a lot of the crap just tends to repeat itself, and I'm just not really sure if that's something that I want to keep indulging in. And I say all that to say, and then Richie makes the entire song in front of us, explaining like all the generic, well, not generic, but typical, generic. Either way I say it, it sounds bad. But he just like showed you like how easy it was to like replicate his music. Do I think it was okay for Richie to do something like that? Absolutely, because like I said, he did it jokingly, and Richie himself is a musician. So, and a lot of people thought it was just rude of him to attack Corpse because Corpse is such a great person and his personality is just so amazing. Like, how dare you say anything bad about Corpse?
Bruh.
And the entire time, I'm just like, okay. Just because someone's a great person, that doesn't like why does that completely give them immunity for people to just like joke around with? It's not like I mean, it's not like he viciously attacked this man. He made a parody of his music, which Richie has been known to do all of his career on YouTube. So, like I said, that's where I had my issue as of why do people care so much about something that was obviously a joke. It just didn't make any sense to me. The only thing that people could say about Richie was how they aired out his dirty laundry with how he allegedly, because I don't know, I've heard the stories, but I don't know because I didn't go too much into detail about that, nor do I really care because that's not really news to me. That's not really fascinating news to me. Is that Richie, he was like, everybody was like, well, how could he make a video like that talking about someone and their lack of talent, the word that everybody kept using, lack of talent, when he cheated on his girlfriend? I was like, why does that matter? What does him cheating on his girlfriend have to do anything with him making a parody video of someone's music? What does that have to do with anything by any means necessary? And everybody was just saying like how because he cheated on his girlfriend, he has no right to say anything at all, like ever in the world. Like he should just never have an opinion on anything or should ever speak because he cheated on his girlfriend. Allegedly. They say the receipts are online. You just gotta go look them up. I'm not gonna do all that because number one, I don't care. Do I care that Richie cheated on his girlfriend? No. And here's why. Because cheating is such a common thing. Like 98% of the world cheats or has been cheated on. So, like, hearing that a YouTuber or anybody in life has cheated on someone, why would I dare gasp and go, oh my gosh, how could she? How could she do that to him? He's just horrible. How could he do her that way? No, I'm never going to do that. So, am I gonna bat an eyelash hearing how someone got cheated on? No, absolutely fucking not. Because, like I said, it happens all the fucking time. It's a daily routine for some people. Hell, some people get cheated on every single day. They don't know that they're getting cheated on, but they get cheated on every single day. So know that him cheating on his girlfriend is completely null and void within the conversation of him making fun of someone's music. Now, am I a fan of Corpse Husband? No. And I'm going to tell you why. It's because I knew who Corpse was years ago before he even blew up in 2020. I knew who he was way back in like, what was that, like 2017 or maybe even 2016. I was like, I knew who he was. He did not catch my drift back then, and he didn't catch my drift now. I'm like, honey, just because you hopped onto a very popular game at the time, and you know everybody's in quarantine, horny as hell, and your deep ass voice was just getting the ladies going. It was just, it got their motors running, you know. So they simping, they simping. A deep voice, does that turn people on? Of course it does. A deep voice, because you can literally feel the vibration of that voice when they're talking to you. And for women, you know, of course, that's just gonna have their, you know, their cooter just moist and, you know,
Ready for action.
I had a friend like that, like 12 years ago, who had the same exact problem. He even used to go to the hospital to get like treatments for it and stuff to like rectify it because his voice was so deep, it couldn't get, he couldn't, even when he was excited, like his voice just didn't go past a certain level, which kind of freaked me out in a sense. So you could never really tell like when he was really happy about something unless he just smiled about it. But like as of pure emotion in his voice, he had none. To wrap all that up, Richie made some pretty good points, and the song that he made was hella fucking funny and hella fucking spot on. So I'm just saying. That's just my opinion on the matter. So, and I hate the fact that anytime somebody tries to make a point about anything, they have to air someone's dirty laundry. And I'm like, what does that have to do with anything? That doesn't take away from what he said or what he did, like, at all. I don't know if they're ever gonna see this video, but Richie, dude, just keep making your videos, dude. Um, Not defending Richie. I'm just saying, like, that's his content, and I don't want people to just like bully him into like out of his content so he can seem more likable online. That was another thing that was thrown around was like, um, oh, Richie's just jealous because he doesn't have as much personality as Corpse does, like Corpse personality and blah 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 blah. I'm like, okay, Corpse having a different personality does not take away from Richie's personality. Richie's personality is he pokes fun at certain serious things to like in a sense like sugarcoat them in a way so they won't be as bad. So he kind of has like dark humor, but his dark humor is like it's chipper in a sense. So it's not so melancholic. Like he can make a dead baby joke, but like with a smile on his face, and it'll make you laugh too. But then, wait a minute, wait a minute, spoke too soon. Because that is also my type of humor. I like dark humor, depressing things. That's kind of funny to me, and that's the way that Richie's personality is as well. Like that's just who he is, and just for people to sit there and say like he has no personality, I'm like he just doesn't have the personality that you like or the personality that you relate to. You can't say that the man doesn't have personality. That's where my issue came into the mix of that. Because everybody's like, he's making fun of Corpse's voice and Corpse has a medical condition. Okay. He's not gonna die. Can he die from having this dangerously deep, from this dangerously deep voice? Oh my god, we must not dare say anything about Corpse. No, like no, the dude is fine. The dude's fine. Like we can make fun of his voice, just like you can make fun of my terrible skin because it is terrible, and we're gonna make fun of his deep voice because, I mean, it's he just sounds like a video game character villain, and it's that shit is just freaking hilarious to me personally. Now we're just gonna double back and talk about Corpse music. Do I like Corpse music? Not really. E-Girls was the only really good. Well, I'm gonna say it's a really good song because a good song is subjective. It was a really nice song to me because I just liked it. I liked the lyrics. They were very they was hitting, honey. They was hitting, and I was loving it. The rest of them, not so much. Like E-Girls just really drove it home for me, and like I'm gonna leave it at that. Do I watch his Let's Plays and stuff? No. him being known as the dude with the sexy voice is not gonna make me watch his Among Us playthroughs, like gameplays. It's just not gonna do that. In conclusion, everybody's just simping for the guy with the deep voice that just happens to be a medical condition, and he has crippling anxiety, so we must feel for him. That's pretty much all I got from the entire thing. Is that if you've done anything wrong in life, you just can't talk about Corpse Husband, because Corpse Husband has a messed up voice because of his medical condition, and he has agoraphobia. So that and then the whole agoraphobia thing, I was like, okay, I have that too, but I don't know. Like like everybody talks about how he talks about his crippling anxiety and stuff, but his anxiety stops at showing his face online. I'm like, you know what? That's valid in a sense, because some people, it's different levels for everyone with their anxiety. My anxiety, I do have agoraphobia. Like right now, I'm running out of groceries and I'm dreading going to Target to buy more groceries in Publix because the agoraphobia is very much real, because I don't know why. Like it could be a 93-year-old woman walking next to me, and I'm just going to like be so on edge and so weary, like, what is this lady gonna do to me? And she's a 93-year-old woman. Like, so agoraphobia is very much a thing. It very much is. Because that's the reason why I can count on like one hand how many concerts I've went to, because I can't even enjoy them because there are so many people around, and it just freaks me out and has me on edge constantly. Like, it's just too much. Like, I don't even go to a concert a year. Like I said, because I can count on one hand how many concerts I went to. It's just too much. All I'm saying is, no one is excluded from being made fun of just because they've never been problematic, or they're not a horrible person, or just anything like that. Like, the man's just making fun. That's what he does. Like, why can't he do that? Moral of the story, like I said, I was trying to say, airing out someone's dirty laundry does not take away from what they said at all. At all. And music is subjective. And we're just going to leave it at that.